I'm pleased to present the all-new 2018 Toyota Camry and Toyota Camry Hybrid.
Introducing the next generation Toyota Camry and Camry Hybrid.
We're here with the new 2018 Toyota Camry. This is a really important reveal for us here at the Toronto AutoShow because Camry has historically been the top-selling sedan in its class here in North America. It's a U.S.-built vehicle. In fact, the most American car built by content. And so it reflects what we think is the mainstream of North American thinking about the automobile. But Camry, while it's always been about quality and durability and reliability, sometimes hasn't been as exciting a car as some of the other vehicles available in the marketplace. All of that changes with the 2018. We're introducing new engines, new powertrain, a whole new architecture for the car, which makes it longer, lower, sleeker, and much better handling than any vehicle that's come before it. Whether you want it in a 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder, or in a hybrid vehicle, Camry's got a flavor that meets everybody's needs. And the important thing about that is that in doing that, we're able to speak to a very wide range of different customers, and in particular, people at different ages or stages of their lives. So historically here in Canada, for example, the Camry Hybrid not only sold to a younger buyer, but it was also our top-selling hybrid model here in Canada. People like the value, people like the power, they like the features, and now they're going to fall in love with the style and the amenities inside the car. It's going to be very interesting to see how this car competes against the RAV4 Hybrid, which is currently taking over as our #1 hybrid. We hope that the Camry can give it a good run for its money. On top of the car itself, we're introducing a bundle of new features with these vehicles that come with a feature we call Toyota N-Tune. It's a connected vehicle technology bundle that includes streaming data services, everything from navigation, through weather, through traffic, through streaming music services, and features like Destination Assist, where you can call directly from the car, speak to a live operator to get directions to local events and activities, and that remote operator can then drop the location of it into the navigation unit on your car. Similarly, we have emergency assistance that, in the case of airbag deployment, or if you have a flat tire or other sort of incident, you can hit one button and be in touch with live operators who can dispatch a tow truck or other emergency services. So from our standpoint, whether it's the delivery of Toyota Safety Sense and all of the automated features that come with the car, whether it's N-Tune and the connected services into the vehicle, whether it's the many different flavors of this new Camry, or just the drop-dead gorgeous design itself, Camry, we think, is going to be a runaway success for us in 2018. So here we're standing in front of the Toyota Coms. It's a small single-passenger electric vehicle. It's what we refer to as a last kilometer vehicle. So designed for use in major cities where maybe you're commuting into the city by train. A vehicle like this would be available to you in a car-sharing project to do local shopping, get to appointments, do anything else where having versatile mobility in an urban area would make sense. We also see their use, whether it's in local communities as just a get-around-the-neighborhood vehicle, or for major operators like a Parks Canada or cities who have big campuses where it would be useful to be able to move people around quickly, but also to do so in an environmentally friendly way. The Coms is already in production in Japan, It's been in demonstration projects in France, and now we're bringing it to the auto show here in Toronto and across the country to see what sort of reaction we can get from Canadian consumers, to see if this is something that they can see fitting into their lifestyle. And part of a pretty comprehensive approach by Toyota to look at new mobility solutions beyond the average family car. Some cars are, immediately identifiable as cars. Others look a little bit like spaceships, and that's what this one is. It's the FCVPlus. It's a concept vehicle that represents our thinking about the next generation of fuel cell car. Now, for people who aren't familiar with what a fuel cell is, it combines hydrogen gas with oxygen in order to create electricity. And the only byproduct of that is water that runs out of the tailpipe. So it is entirely clean emission, but it has all of the characteristics of a conventional car. You can drive it long distances and you can refuel it very rapidly. So it doesn't have the range anxiety or the lengthy recharging times that come with a battery electric vehicle. So for use in places like Canada, we think a car like this, with its long range travel, with its easy refueling, and with its very good operation in low temperature, makes a real statement about what the future of the car looks like for Canada. Already, we have a commercial version of the fuel cell, which we're selling in the United States, in Japan, and in parts of Europe. We've brought several to Canada for demonstration purposes, and again, we're looking to see how Canadians respond to these new technologies and whether they'd like to adopt them into their lives. The importance of vehicles like FCVPlus, however, is that we're not just thinking about the powertrain, we're looking at how these new technologies integrate with communities in different ways. And this vehicle, for example, is designed to provide power to your house. So in the event of a local power outage, you can simply plug into the car and run the electrical systems in your home. And if you had some sort of a regional power outage, homes that have these vehicles could power a small community. We've already seen situations in Japan, for example, after the unfortunate earthquake and tsunami, where the power system was quite fragile. So having vehicles like this available gives you a distributed power system that allows you to ensure that you're ready in the event of any sort of a disruption of power. And frankly, you think about Canada and life outside of our major centres, it's not unusual for power to go out in the middle of winter storms or other events like that. Having a fuel cell vehicle in your driveway would allow you to ensure that you had power and heat in any eventuality. So we're looking at vehicles that meet the needs of today. We're looking at new mobility solutions that take the place of conventional cars where you don't need those cars. And we're looking at what the car of the future looks like and how it'll fit into your lifestyle and your community. So, we just had a look at the FCVPlus, which is, a look at the future of what fuel cell vehicles might look like. This is the fuel cell vehicle of today. It's called the Toyota Mirai. It's on sale in Japan, in California, and parts of Europe. And again, just like the FCVPlus, it's powered by hydrogen and mixes oxygen with it on board. That's why you see the big vents on the front of the car. That draws in the oxygen, mixes it with the hydrogen, and by combining it, it creates electricity. And all that comes out of the tailpipe is water. So it's a zero-emission car. It has over 500 kilometers of range, so it drives very much like a conventional vehicle, but without the pollution. And we're very optimistic that cars like this are going to become the practical reality of the very near future.